Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your September reading. Things are messy right now in the world, in your energy, in your environment. It feels like you're being pulled in 12 different directions and you're not entirely sure where to look. So it would be really good for you guys to be mindful in September. I know that we're already a week in, and I know that last month I was a little bit late getting your reading to you as well. I moved halfway across the country, and I also had a birthday, and the energy has been really, really rough. So I appreciate those of you that have been really patient with me and understanding that the reading is going to get to you when you need it to get to you. That's something that is truly tarot readers really appreciate it, when you guys can be patient with us, especially during hard and difficult energies. The jewelry that I'm wearing, everybody asked me about my jewelry. A Cancer Sun made all of this beautiful jewelry. Her energy is fantastic and amazing. Her link is in the description box if you would like to go check out her Etsy shop. She's got, and she also does custom stuff too. So if you can't find something in her Etsy shop, you can message her. So this month is about releasing your expectations. This month is about releasing the past. This month is about being honest with yourself about where you've been hurt before. And the cosmic energies are really supporting this for you. Everything that's happening in your opposite sign of Capricorn, where Mars in Aries is squaring everything in your opposite sign, and Mars is squaring all of your energy as well. We have the Page of Swords, we have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Three of Swords. The bottom of the bottom row we have the bottom row we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, and the Queen of Cups. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini, but I feel like the Magician energy is yours. You got to be honest with what you need to release, Cancer, because there's and you know, no shade to you guys. I have Cancer, and my Mars is in Cancer, so I understand the Cancer energy. It's a very prominent placement in my chart, and I understand the Cancer energy very well. And so when I say this, please understand that I'm coming from a place of love and acknowledgement. Like, I want you to really be able to acknowledge and accept certain parts of yourself, because we all have that darkness within us, and we all have to kind of accept the darkness in order for us to find the light or to see the light. But there's almost this bitterness and resentment that you're holding on to, and I'm not even entirely sure that you're recognizing that you're doing it. I think that sometimes you guys can get really caught up in the day-to-day and taking care of everybody and allowing, you know, and not necessarily allowing yourself to take care of yourself. And when we don't take care of ourselves, when we're not acknowledging that we also need to be cared for, there's a bitterness and a resentment that sort of like boils up from inside of us somewhere, right? And so the cure for that, the easiest way to get around that, and the cure for that is to take care of yourself, and to always remind yourself that if you're not being taken care of, you can't take care of other people. That was a really hard lesson that I myself had to learn, because being a Virgo, I'm very service oriented, and because we're in Virgo season, you are also feeling that energy of wanting to be extra service oriented, right? But where is your where is it that you're being seen? Where is it that you're being taken care of? Where is it that you're feeling like you are of worth or of value in some way, right? Your self-worth is very much in question this month. And all of the things that you are creating right now, like you're moving in such a really big positive direction that if you don't release these things that have been sort of holding you down, or telling yourself that you're not good enough, or somebody else telling you that you're not good enough, that's going to clog up the pipes in the system, right? So we have to release things in order to make room for the good stuff. We have to be able to release stuff in order to create more. And if we don't have the room to do that, the universe is going to say, whoa, 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 we need to slow down for a minute. We need to clear up this little situation over here so that you can have room to care for yourself. So you can have room to keep pushing forward in your business, to keep pushing forward in whatever it is that you're creating for yourself. I almost want to say that you might even be standing up for yourself a little bit more in September in order to create that space of healing for you. So let's see what this Page of Swords is. And if you're having a hard time learning how to trust your intuition, I am having a workshop this weekend, September 12th. The information is in the description box below. But I am having a workshop to teach us how to trust our intuition when we're in the middle of chaos, when we're in the middle of the unknown and we don't know what's going to happen next. The Nine of Pentacles on the Page of Swords. I'm literally hearing, well, I guess I'm just going to do this alone. I guess my truth is that I'm just going to do this alone. Like I'm on my own on this. And I don't necessarily feel like you are, but I think that this is sort of where that bitterness is coming from. Because it does feel like you're having to let go of something pretty painful. Whether that's an idea of your own belief system, or an idea that you've already had set in your mind of something that you had to let go of. I feel like it's possibly a fire sign that you're holding on to, and you know that it's the end. Like you know that you can't keep hurting each other the way that you're hurting each other. And somehow this fire sign is also tied to your money and your independence. Ten of Swords on the Three of Swords. That's a really painful ending. There is a acknowledgement and an acceptance within the release of something that's hurting us so badly that we feel like we can't even get out of bed, that we feel like we can't even go to work, that we feel like we can't even function in society anymore. When we have to release something that we thought was our forever, or we thought was part of our journey, or was a very intricate part of our life. When it's time to let go of that, because I feel like some of you are having to be honest with yourself, and you're going to end up, either you're already single coming into September, or you know that it's coming. Now, once this release happens, though, that's when the energy shifts. And see, the thing with Cancers is you guys will go into your shell and you'll figure out your shit and you'll do all your things and then you're done. It's like, it's you know, I mean, it's like, you don't wallow. You don't sit there and wallow for a long time expecting something different to come out of the situation, or expecting for things to change. Just, you know, you're just like, okay, well, I've got to accept this. I need to allow myself to let it go. And then you're done, right? You don't sit there and wallow. And I think that that's one of the biggest things, is creating that space for your heart to heal. And whether this is something that you let go of a long time ago, you're still holding on to the emotional stance of it. You're still holding on to the resentment and the bitterness and the rage and the anger and, you know, whatever it is that that person triggered within you to heal. Instead of healing yourself through love and acceptance, you've been holding on to these, like, I literally want to call them like little bitter pieces of existence that really no longer exist anymore, except for up in your own mind or in your own heart space, right? Because like in the 3D, it doesn't actually exist anymore. It's done. It's gone. Boom. But you're holding on to the memories of it or the trauma of it. And it feels like a really painful release, but after that painful release, right, through the darkness, we see the light. Through the shadows, we come out on the other end cleansed. And that's what it feels like is happening with you guys, is there is a very strong acceptance of, I no longer have to be a victim or a prisoner of my past. I no longer have to rely on somebody else to take care of me in order for me to feel abundant and independent. I can do this all on my own. So let's see, the Wheel of Fortune, because there is a shift for you this month when you recognize that you no longer want to hold on to that negative energy. You don't want to think about it. You don't want to have to be fearful of it. You don't want to hold on to it in a way that is hindering your growth process. That's when the Wheel of Fortune will shift. And you're like, but Betsy, how do I do that? You commit to yourself. You make a commitment to yourself that you're not going to fall back onto another person's energy. You make a commitment to yourself that you are not going to repeat a past pattern, that you're going to break the curse. You're going to break the generational curse. You're going to break your life curse. You're going to break all of that. Whatever it was, it could have been something from your childhood. It could have been an old relationship. It could be an old job situation, something, whatever it is that you're holding on to that has made you feel like a prisoner of your own emotions. I feel like you're letting go this month. I feel like you're releasing that this month. So the Knight of Wands on the Wheel of Fortune, so many opportunities are coming to you. And I think that the decisions that you have to make need to really be based on not being afraid that your past is going to come back and haunt you again. I think a lot of decisions that you have coming up are about creating your own brand of magic. The opportunities are going to show up in a way that is not obvious, but you are being presented, so there's an air sign that's helping you out here too. You're being presented with space to rebuild your foundation. And when you're rebuilding your foundation, you're rebuilding it on something that's a little bit more solid and steady than it was in the past. And it's not about the painful existence that you were once in. And you don't have to fear that. That's not something that you have to fear anymore. The Four of Cups on the Magician. I don't want you to listen to what other people have to say about what you're doing in your life, about what you're creating and how you are making your own brand of magic. It doesn't matter how other people see you. It doesn't matter. I know I know that you think that it matters sometimes because I mean, we're humans. We genuinely want people to like us. That is a human behavior. But the Four of Cups on the Magician is saying, you do you, boo. And letting yourself accept that part, oof, that's gonna be, I mean, can you imagine what you can build when you finally accept how strong and powerful you are? Can you imagine? Like, just think about that for a minute. The things that you can accomplish. Whew. Queen of Swords on the Queen of Cups. Rely on your friends. Rely on your air sign friends. They have ideas. They want to help you be the magician. They want to help you be the alchemist. Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Seven of Cups. Hanged Man. Let's not fight ourselves this month, Cancer. Just because things aren't clear, right? Seven of Cups, just because things aren't clear, fighting yourself to make those decisions, to build that foundation, that is a pushback that you don't want to get yourself wrapped up in this month at all. And even more than that, the acceptance process of, I know my path is already laid out for me and I already know the direction that I'm going in. Allowing yourself to see things from a different perspective. You might even have a Pisces energy around you that's making you feel kind of good with the messages. It's okay for you to take a time out this month. If you need to take a time out for yourself this month, 100% do it. You let everybody know that Betsy told you that it is okay for you to take a time out this month. We all have to rest. Just because we're in the middle of a time in our lives where we can do anything and we can build businesses and we can this and this and this and this doesn't mean that we have to do the most. If all you can do is exist one day, baby, that's good enough. So I don't want you to push yourself, and I feel like this water sign might even be saying the same things to you. Rely on your friends, because they are going to help make sense of the healing process for you. They're going to help push you through that really tough energy. They're going to give you ideas. Mercury is in Libra. Everybody is working symbiotically right now. So allowing other people to help you, the ones that you trust, the ones that you know that you can rely on, so that you can finally release this fire energy that you've been holding on to for a really long time, because that fire energy is keeping you stagnant and it's time to let it go. They cannot hurt you anymore. It's not possible. You are divinely protected and it's not possible. Okay? I love you guys. I have some birthday specials. My birthday was on August 30th, and I still have some birthday specials available. So if you click the link in the description box for the birthday bash, there are 30-minute readings, there are Reiki specials, there are astrology chart reading specials. So take advantage of all of that while supplies last. And the workshop this weekend, learning how to trust your intuition, I think that that might help you guys a lot. So if you'd like to join us, I would love to see you. Have a really wonderful September. And again, thank you so much for your patience. I love you guys a whole bunch. Bye.